You know what else a damn shame? My belly was itchy. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Intro's here in Uranus.
Actually, I was thinking for an intro, Alex. What about doing like a cool guitar riff kind of thing?
I can do that.
Featuring Alex as the musical talent, John as the video expert, and Zane as the guy who sits there and does voices sometime. This is a podcast.
Boo, you suck.
Wait, Boop Sock?
Yeah, Boob Sock.
This is Boop Sock.
This is Boob Sock, the podcast.
We're not naming it Boob Sock.
What, you don't like Boob Sock? You don't like Cum Dumpster, you don't like Boob Sock, you don't like Dumb Cumster.
If we get true fans, that's what they will refer to us as, Boop Sock. But everyone else will call us by our normal name.
Boob Sock 2.0.
It's gonna be weird talking to my roommate's neighbor. They're literally in the next room over, and there's a hole in my door.
Why is there a hole in your door?
What do you use the hole for?
Because it's got like window panes, and like one of the windows are missing, so I stuffed it full of blankets, but I don't think it's doing much.
You didn't stuff it with the right thing?
That's okay, they're too busy playing Super Smash Bros. So
what?
We're good.
Can I join?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Damn it.
Let's go to Minnesota.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah.
Fly it up.
Let me get some plane tickets first.
I wish.
Alright, so hold on. I got some real gaming. This is top of the line new gaming thing I was doing. Okay. So
gaming
pulled
news?
out
Wait.
out-
This is gaming news section. Okay, go.
I pulled out the GameCube. You know, very topical right now.
Oh shit.
Pulled out the
yeah.
GameCube. We decided to play some Mario Party 4, some Double Dash, and don't worry, I have 2 copies of Double Dash and 2 copies of Super Smash Bros. Melee. So we went to go
Obviously.
put in Super Smash Bros. Melee. First one doesn't work. Okay. Throw that to the side. Put the second one in.
That's sad.
Second one doesn't work. There's nothing
dude.
wrong with them. Like, I'm looking at it, there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm thinking maybe if I put it in the Wii, it might work. But I've been way too lazy to do that recently.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I saw your Instagram. I think it would. Did you post that on Instagram?
Yeah.
The picture of all your consoles?
Well,
yeah, I
not
saw
all
that.
of my consoles. There's just some of them.
Most of
I didn't know you had an Instagram.
Yeah, I got it at VidCon because everyone else was doing things except for me and Michael. So I was like, I guess I'll be a fucking square and do it myself too. So I made one. Then Michael was like, I'm going to take a picture of you. I was like, okay. So I gave him the most retarded looking face I could make. And he
Okay.
goes, all right, that's my
So,
picture for
resting
Instagram.
face?
It was the best picture I've ever seen.
And I was right behind John, or I wasn't behind John. Michael was behind John, and I was like off to the side. And John had no clue any of this was going on. So we're just giggling, and John's like, I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, you guys made like this video safari hunt of like me just on my phone in the front seat. I didn't notice for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I have a video on my channel. I was like, how does he not know? We're literally talking about him right next to his ear with a camera right next to his face. How does he not know this is going on?
Well, because I'm used to cameras, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the paparazzi always taking pictures of you, John? Always taking videos and talking about your life, John, huh? Because it's just so popular?
Are you sure it wasn't the Uber driver who was just holding a camera up to your face? Like, oh, hold this. He's like, what is this? References?
No, we took Brock's car back.
No, we
did.
wait, we did take Brock's car. I'm thinking.
Yeah, we took the Uber to the beach, and then we took Brock's car back.
That's when I broke my sandal, and I was so mad. Because I was making fun of all you guys, because you're like, oh God, it hurts to walk on the sand. I was like, I got sandals, dumbasses. So I'm walking all fine. And then the very end when we're walking to the Brock's car, my left sandal breaks. I was like, ah!
I thought it broke before we even got in the ocean.
No. It broke when we were walking back. Because I was walking back, I was like, no! And then I was like, this burns. This burns like half my foot. And Michael was laughing at me. He's like, you deserve it.
It was kind of funny.
Nah, it burned. I felt bad because Brock's car had like a lot of sand in it. I was like trying to get it all out beforehand. I was like, oh God, no.
Well, with 2 days of going to the beach, I don't blame the car.
I mean, it's really not the car's fault. It's the people that go in the car, John.
I know.
Are you sure?
I kind of blanked out for like 2 minutes because the other time about VidCon, I was just sitting there like, oh, I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Because my
Yeah.
sister was getting married.
damn sister.
Why did my sister have to have a happy day?
How dare she be happy and have her family?
Are sure she was happy?
Yeah, she was happy. I was there. I saw.
Just because you were there doesn't mean that she was happy, Zane. I hate to tell you that.
I make everyone happy. Whenever I'm around anyone, they're happy. Straight up.
Oh, are you sure?
Never a bad day. Yeah.
So is like your job, are you gonna like start talking to suicide victims or
No.
like people that are gonna commit suicide, like about to jump? You're like, don't worry, we have Zane. Everything will be all right.
Like, that might work for some people, but like a lot of people in that situation, they're not going to be looking for someone who's just like sitting there happy. They're going to look for someone who understands.
Fucking guy's gonna be on top of a roof. I'm gonna jump. Don't worry.
And I'm just standing down there smiling.
We have a kid over here. You're just sitting there, just staring. I was like, what is that supposed to do?
I'm smiling. I wave at him.
What?
Give
What are
him
you
the
doing?
thumbs up.
Why?
That it can kind of be taken the wrong way. You see somebody down below and they're just like, "It's all right.
Joe.
You can do this. You can make it
believe in
through
you.
it."
Just
He
jump.
starts playing Van Halen's Jump. Jump. It'd be a great day for that guy.
But yeah, Zane, you're going to VidCon next year, right?
Absolutely.
So no one's gonna jump,
Good.
right?
We have it on recording.
Unless something suddenly goes super wrong, then yeah, I'm gonna be at VidCon next year.
Okay.
What if something goes super right though?
Well, then he'll be with us in Cali.
Like, what kind of right are we talking about?
No. He
Like-
just said if something goes super wrong, he won't go. But what happens if something goes super right? Like
If
the-
something goes super right, I just move to California.
Yeah, and then we'll stay at his place.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were gonna be. Are we still doing our plans for next year? Or what's going on with it? We're really ahead of schedule. I'm like, why would we?
Yeah, it's only been like a little over. It's like 2 months now, isn't it?
You guys went in July. It's been like, yeah, 2 months pretty much. Almost exactly 2 months.
Yeah, because we flew down on the 21st and then out the 26th. So
That was the most boring week of my lives when just all you guys were at VidCon, so I would just like sit at my computer.
Well, we were FaceTiming you.
Yeah, occasionally, but it's just like I'm used to like, being in Skype calls with you guys, like hours on that end, or like maybe an hour or two, and just like,
Dude, it hasn't even been like that recently.
yeah, like since people are starting college, like Michael used to initiate so many calls, and now he's like just off doing his own thing with Sal, and I'm just like,
I don't know if I like that or if I hate it, to be quite honest. Like,
dude, don't you guys remember like how little I was around like when I first started college? Like I wasn't around that often, and when I was, it was like for half an hour.
oh yeah.
Like freshman year, man, it's like a hard time. Like he's got it easier than me because he actually has his own room.
well, no, like honestly, freshman year is
True,
really
because yeah,
easy.
you had a roommate.
Yeah, like we pretty much, our dorm rooms were one giant room, and his dorm room is like a small main room, and then like 2 bedrooms and like 2 different bathrooms, like 1 shower, 1 toilet.
Well, I remember when I took my when I was a freshman in college, it was really easy. Like, I don't understand how people were having issues with time because I was doing that and working and doing other things as well. So it really
Well, it's
didn't
not
make
just
sense
time,
to
but
me.
it's like with your roommate around too.
Oh, come on. You haven't lived with a family just by your side all the time?
No,
Oh, that's how I lived all my life. Save me there right next to me.
like
I don't live.
our family computer was like, the earliest memories I have, like it was in the basement, so like I could just go and chill by myself and play Club Penguin or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I got into like live chats, met some friends that way, and like we Skyped when I was like still downstairs, and then I got like my grandpa's old laptop and could just chill by myself. Like, yeah, I've never really like Skyped with like people in the room.
Yeah, like neither have I really. I have a few times, but technically I kind of am right now.
No, the last time I live streamed with Zane, freaking almost the entire time my mom was lying in my bed behind me. It was the most awkward thing because I think Zane, you could tell because I was talking one way and then I completely changed the entire time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dang. Oh, gee, willikers.
Oh, jeepers.
Because it was just really weird. She was like, knocked on the door. She's like, hey. I was like, hey. She's like, can I sleep in here tonight? I was like, no. She's like, oh. can I just lay on the bed? I was like, I guess. So she fell asleep. I don't think she was listening what we were doing. All she knows, I was like, kill it, kill it, kill it. She's like laying there like, okay, whatever, nerd. Go kill yourself. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Like, see, I could never do that. Like, if my dad was laying on the couch behind me when I was at home, I'd just, like, I wouldn't even really have any windows open, let alone a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Like, that.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that, like, with any of my family in the room.
Well, I come from a very close family, so
That's true.
Yeah, it seems like it.
we're very Italian.
Yeah, like, for me, it's like, even when I was living at home, I'd maybe see my dad for, like, 10 minutes a day, because, like, he worked all day, then got home, and then I was just in my room.
And then you guys played WoW together.
We never played together.
No,
okay?
you just used the same account.
Yeah. That was a thing for a while.
Yeah, that way grinding can go for both parties here.
So, okay, hold on. Game. I had this idea, and I don't think it's a thing, or it's not a very good thing if it's a thing now, which I think would be awesome if they made, but they're probably not going to do it right now because of what's happening. Pokemon. We all know it. We all love it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Pokemon, the MMO, I thought would be the greatest thing ever.
That would be.
Oh my
I thought
God.
that'd be insane, but I think they're trying to like do something similar with Pokemon Go, just kind of like a actual MMO in real life thing.
You have to talk to real people. 0 out of 10.
Well, no, hold on. Honestly, if I'm like out, just when I'm outside, and I see like a thing go off, it's like, oh, there's 3 Grimers. I'll just be like, all right, I'll get all 3 and then I'll trade them later. Or be like,
Dude, like, I'm excited for Pokemon Go.
I'll get Muck because Muck backwards is Cobra.
Well played.
What's Ekans backwards?
Come. It's dumb cumster.
I'm still conflicted on whether or not I want to censor it and make this a clean podcast or not.
No, it's not clean. You're not going to be able to do that, John.
No,
it's gonna be way too
this is
difficult.
not going to be a clean broadcast.
I know.
I don't think so.
I haven't even taken a shower in the last 5 hours, so come on.
Yeah, I can smell it through the microphone.
Just like I said 5 hours. 5 hours ago, it's 4 o'clock for me.
I can't.
I can't go an hour without showering. That's a lie.
I think you have OCD if that were the case.
I think he might be Mr.
dude.
Clean.
Right behind you.
Mr. Clean in the shower.
Right behind you.
You're just cleaning, all of a sudden Mr. Clean's just there rubbing your back, like cleaning. It's like,
Is this just gonna be a whole hour of us just making like jokes from Cards Against?
I hope so.
Are we just gonna be like, yeah, we're just rolling around at the speed of rolling around at the speed of sound?
we could try going back and actually talking about Pokemon Go more instead of just jumping from topic to topic, or we can just keep doing what we're doing.
I'd be good talking about Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's like
What?
It's awesome, I think.
real life Pokemon adventure.
Like, imagine going to a convention with that and like being able to battle people, and that sounds really cool. Like crowded spaces.
I got a feeling, you know how they have like, it's supposed to be like the little like so it's the app, and then you can get the clip thing. I don't think you need it.
Yeah, I think it just is for alerting you.
Which obviously we're gonna all get that. But
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get like
I have
5.
a feeling like since it looks like a Pokeball, I'm just gonna instantly grab for it and throw it on the ground and break it.
You're just like, oh my god, there's a Pokemon over there. Just throw it.
Smash.
Just hits a guy standing there.
Some guys in a business suit, he just sees me throw some random thing on the ground. And
He just like turns around and is like, oh, so you wish to battle, and pulls out his own Pokemon.
you walk down the street and some guy stares at you and they walk 3 feet up to you and you're like, yes, I've seen your mother before. And then it initiates a battle. You hear the music out of nowhere. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait, guys, you know how like sometimes when you're walking down the hall and like looking at people, but then there's those times you just kind of make awkward eye contact and it's like, this is too long. Should I look away? Should you look away? Should we both look away? This is kind of weird. But now that's no longer gonna be weird. You just like accidentally get in prolonged eye contact. All of a sudden it's gonna be like, we made eye contact. We have to battle.
We have to battle.
You looked at me funny. Let's battle.
This isn't fair. My Pikachu's only level 5. Why do you have a Gyarados that's level 37?
You acknowledged my existence. Let's battle.
No, I'm really excited for it. And it's supposed to come out summer of 16?
I only heard 16. I don't know a time frame.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I thought it was summer of 16. I would assume.
Like, the point is, we're all going to play it.
Oh,
yeah. John said something about being Team Rocket, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a 4chan post, I think.
No, you just told me one day. It's like, so who wants to join me as Team Rocket? And I was like,
well, I got the idea from 4chan.
What are you doing on 4chan?
People post stuff from 4chan on Reddit. I don't go on that site. I know better.
Okay, good.
I don't.
I was worried for a second there, John.
I mean, I have nothing against it. I kind of want to go on it, but no.
It's like, I have nothing against it, like how I have nothing against, like, you know, the annoying Fedora people. Mm-hmm. I mostly just don't associate with it because people frown upon that.
All right, so I gotta say this now because it's just coming to my mind, even though it has nothing to do with any relevance of what we're talking about right now. But this is a very Dragon Ball Z friendly podcast and a very Dragon Ball friendly podcast, and I'm just gonna say that right now.
If you disrespect Dragon Ball Z, we'll fucking find you and kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. I can do it.
We'll just, like, come to your house, ring your doorbell, you're gonna answer, we're just gonna stand at your front door and just start going, then you'll probably just, like, close the door.
And then we just throw a DVD at you.
Destructive disc.
Ow, my head.
You're tempting me to make fun of a show I've never seen. Just so I can have you come outside and do that.
John, you know it'll happen at VidCon eventually. You saw what
Yeah,
happened.
true.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a story from VidCon.
All right.
Since Zane wasn't there and he gets to hear
I'll be
it.
zoning out then. Go ahead.
It's going to be a story about me and John. So, it was,
Is this the Stars story?
No. It's, well, kind of. So, the way we were sleeping, John, I was on the floor, and John was above me on a bed.
Yeah.
And then, I think that night, Sal was next to you. And then, you know, it was Hannah and her brother, and then Michael was on the couch, and Ledger and Brock were gone. So, Hannah's like, all right, let's all go to sleep. We're like, okay. And I don't know what was coming across my head at the time, but I just see the pillow, these round pillows we had, and I was using them for, like, feet rest. And I took it and I just started, like, pushing it at John, and I'm just dying of laughter. And then all of a sudden he starts just waving his hand down at me. And I'm just cracking up. Hannah's like getting mad at us. She's like, Jesus, I will come over there. So
I'm trying to sleep.
She's like, I'm trying to sleep. It's like 11 o'clock. Let's be real. No one's asleep at that point.
Yeah, it sounds like Hannah's that kid at the sleepover who actually tries to sleep, and everyone else is just like, yeah, let's party.
I think
they're just like, guys,
pretty much.
Well, I think all the nights I was asleep last and I was awake first.
Yeah, you were up at like
I was always up
like
at 5:30.
5 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning.
Christ.
Yeah, up every morning, and I was always asleep around. Well, I kept falling asleep around midnight or 1, but it's also because of my time, like the time difference, because it's 3 hours. So in actuality, for me, it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Yeah.
But everyone else was like dead asleep. I was like, Jesus Christ, how are you guys not awake yet?
Well, because we had the blinds closed the entire time, so it was just pitch black. Like if like people just didn't start slowly waking up, I don't think people would have woken up until like noon.
Well, the first morning I woke up and I was like, somebody left the TV on. So I started watching a movie about the Four Seasons. You know, the band, the Four Seasons back in like the 50s. And
yeah, right.
I was like watching, I was like so enthralled by it, but I only watched like the last 10 minutes of it. So I have no context of it. And I was like, what do I do now? Oh.
What do I do with my newfound knowledge?
No, I actually want to see that movie. I heard it was good. But I didn't even finish my story. So my story continues with, so I'm just sitting there waving my hand up at John, and John's like waving back. So eventually I just threw the pillow at him, and he's just like caresses it. And I'm just dying of laughter.
I don't remember caressing
John,
the pillow.
you caressed it. I watched. I was below you. I saw.
I believe you, but
He saw everything.
And then the best thing was, everything starts to calm down, and all of a sudden the pillow whacks me in the head. He just threw it at me. And I just started breaking out laughing, and Hannah wanted to murder me.
yeah, I think that's when she said, like, I will murder you.
I was so tempted just to keep pushing, and pushing, trying to get her to come and attack us.
That would have been great.
No, what was it? The last night we were trying to stay up, and you got your phone call at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
And you were asleep because you actually were doing things. And you wake up and you fling the sheets and you whip Hannah right in the face.
I know, that was completely by accident. But
You didn't notice, and you walked out, and Hannah's like, is he mad at me? I was like, he was asleep. How is he?
Well, I don't know what other reason there would have been for my dad to be calling at 6 a.m,
It was
except
4 a.m. Come on, let's be real.
6 a.m. local, though.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he's calling me at that time, and I'm just like, okay, this is important. I need to take this, like, right now. And I don't want to do it when you guys are, like, playing Cards Against Humanity charades or something.
No.
Because the last thing I need is somebody, like yelling out foreskin when I'm on the phone with my dad.
That's only Michael. But no. That was at the time where there was only 3 of us left awake. Because we were all trying to stay awake because Hannah and her brother had to leave at 5:30 in the morning. That's when they had to leave for their flight. So we're like, all right, we're just going to stay up all night as like a going away kind of party thing. And I don't know who the first to fall was. Michael says it wasn't him, but I think it might have been Michael. It was either Michael or Brock. They both like passed out around the same time. And then Hannah's brother passed out. And then Sal passed out.
Did I stay up past them, or?
No, you fell asleep way before everyone, but we didn't really count you part of it because...
Oh, yeah, because I was just kind of edited and did my own thing.
Yeah, so then you woke up at 4:30 when your dad called, and then you stayed awake for the rest of it. When you had to go all pit boss on Hannah and her brother for money. So where's my money? But, so me, Ledger, and Hannah were the only ones to stay up the entire night. Well, I should say the entire night. It was until they had to leave. And then me and Ledger were like, all right, we'll pass out. Ledger woke up Brock to leave. And then we're like, all right, I'm going to pass out for an hour, which all I set for was an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, since you're telling a story that doesn't include me, but John, can I tell a story that doesn't include either of you? That just
sure.
what
Go
you're
for
saying
it.
remind me of?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
if it's
so
funny, I don't care.
Like senior year of high school, like pretty much I went with my band trip to France and that area.
Oh, yeah.
And like the last night, we were thinking, since it's such a long flight, like me and the person I was sleeping with, we decided we're gonna stay up all night so we can sleep on the plane and be more awake-ish when we get home. So we stay up all night, and I was just feeling terrible. And my girlfriend at the time, I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're such an idiot. You should have slept because blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm an idiot." But then we fly. I stay awake for most of it, but I take a little bit of a nap on a few of the planes. And then when we arrive, I'm not feeling the best, but I'm okay. But she was just destroyed. Did not want to function. Was just cranky, and it was just yeah, who's the idiot now for staying up all night so we could sleep on the plane? This guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a time like that when I was on my way back from the VidCon from 2014. I basically left Saturday night, got a train down to San Diego, and then flew basically until 9 a.m. So I had zero time to really sleep comfortably because the flight to Atlanta was a majority of the flights, and from there, or that flight just had a crap ton of people. It was one of those rows that there's an entire 4 or 5 row in the middle and then people on the sides. So there are 2 aisles, and I just had no opportunity to sleep. It was terrible.
Dude, those planes are huge.
At least with VidCon, when you guys were at the airport, at least you kind of look like normal people, where I don't look normal at all.
You look fine.
John, I am a big dude, and I had my hair in a ponytail walking around.
Hippie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that like I was walking around with the ponytail, so I get in the line to like when I was leaving to go there, and to get like the security check and everything, and they're like, swab your hands. I was like, okay. I had no idea what that was for, and I was like, it probably looked weird because there was like an Asian group in front of me and an Asian group behind me, and I'm just like this awkward one in between. And then I'm just walking around. So I'm just like this guy was like, yeah. And it's like, I haven't cut my hair in over a year. It's like, yeah. Why is everyone looking at me?
Yeah. Do you have short hair on your ID? Or is it kind of long from your?
It's on my ID right now. God, I look so dumb in it. It's with long hair, but it's in a ponytail where you can't see the ponytail.
All right.
So it looks really awkward. So if I don't have my hair in a ponytail or in a bun, when I go to like the bar or something, and I show to, they look down and they double look at me. Like, well, it's the same face, but what happened?
Oh
happened
my
to this
God,
poor
look at
person?
that face. What the fuck did he do with his hair?
No, I mean, I was supposed. All right, so the plan was I was gonna get my hair cut right after VidCon, and that never happened.
Of course, naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening. It just looks like I'm still going strong without getting it cut.
So fun little fact. I was looking at the YouTube, or I was looking at my settings for OBS, which I'm using to like sync our audio, and I was streaming to something, but I don't know what. I don't think the info is live. No, we're not live anymore. I took it off, but
Anymore. I hope someone's like
Live.
listening to this. Like, what are they doing? What game is this?
We're
exactly.
doing it live.
It wasn't to my Twitch. It was to a previous YouTube video. But like, I'm just wondering, like, how did that show up? Because like, I need to approve it in order for it to even go live in the first place. So maybe it was just completely irrelevant. But I just thought that was kind of funny.
I just hopped on YouTube to see if it said John News Live. If it did, I just start cracking up.
Alright, well, you guys, we're almost reaching half an hour here. Do you guys want to keep talking or like try out game thing I designed that you have since informed me is not original?
I informed you it because I'm the true Rooster Teeth fan here. So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, we'll do it.
Look, do you guys want to play Urban Trivia or do we want to just like?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so pretty much how the rules are going to work is I'm going to read a word from the Urban Dictionary that I have selected randomly.
Oh, you would.
And you're both going to try to guess what it is. But try to be quick about it, because no cheating and looking it up.
Is there? I'm not gonna cheat, but is there? Because I'm very anti-cheat. Is there an order of which person to go, or like how are we doing?
How about you make an annoying sound like a buzzer when you have...
Why don't you just do
something-
this? Why don't you just pick one of us randomly, and then the next person can go, and then
I think
Okay.
it might be better if like the first person who thinks they have an idea of what it is say it first, just so
right.
somebody's not on the spot.
All right. Anyways, your first word is zarf.
I'll go.
Okay. What do you think a zarf is?
Zarf. I'm gonna say Zarf is the crud on the side of your mouth that just accumulates from when you sleep. Like when you wake up, it's like that is a Zarf.
Okay, John, what do you think a zarf is?
I feel like it's when you're sleeping and then you end up barfing.
What the hell?
I like that answer, but no. It's actually those little cardboard thingies they put around your cup of coffee at Starbucks.
That's a Zarf?
Oh,
They're also called cup sleeves, but it's actually called a zarf.
I thought it was just like a cozy or something. I never asked for the name.
Yeah, like I'm just doing like the top definition for every word. Okay. The next word is Naomi.
Is it isn't Naomi a character from Star Wars?
It's actually a really dumb thing. Like, that's not fun. I'm gonna just look for a fun word.
Wait,
okay.
Wait, hold on. Naomi, I definitely know that name.
It's just like a female name of something, blah, blah, blah.
That's dumb.
It wasn't very fun. But this one, pterodactyl, spelt Teradactyl. So pterodactyl spelt wrong. What do you think it means?
Some sort of sex act. I don't want to think about it.
I want John to go first because I have one, and I just want to wait for mine.
Okay, John.
Just go. I have no earthly idea.
Okay, John's close. It is a sex act, but
Correct.
it's where one.
Is it like
partner...
Charizarding?
Hold on.
Charizarding?
Don't look it up.
let me.
Yeah, Alex.
What the heck is Charizarding?
No.
Let Alex explain it, then you can look it up.
So pterodactyl is one partner's on the bed, like laying down, usually with face on sheets or whatever. The other one is standing up, and obviously their arms are like stretched out like a pterodactyl, and they make the screeching noise of a pterodactyl, and then they leap into action and tear open the part they're inserting into. Pterodactyl. You use it in a sentence
that's pretty much
Johnny
right,
did the pterodactyl on Susie.
Their definition is the sexual act of performing fellatio and simultaneously jerking off two peni. This motion resembles that of a pterodactyl in flight. Related to skiing, but arms are raised and mouth is open.
I mean, mine's pretty much right.
Yeah, I gave you the point.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Zane, do you want to look up Charizarding?
I'll look up
Safe search all.
Charizarding.
Is it really that bad that you can't say?
No, it's just funny. I don't think it's that bad. You can't say.
Maybe I remember it differently then.
Okay, it's Charizarding is when you light a girl's pubes on fire, then put it out with your jizz and flap your arms, saying, "You do not have enough badges to train me."
I've been doing this for way too long. I didn't know a name for it.
Do you scream at them that they do not have enough badges?
Dude, I mean, it's not like Gary Oak with all his girth.
You cannot handle Gary's girth.
God damn it.
Alright, let's do another one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This one is kind of racist. Are we allowed to be racist a little bit when we're reading Urban Dictionary, John?
I don't... Whatever.
I don't care.
Alright. Okay, so Jewish dilemma.
Oh, God. John, are you gonna get this one or am I gonna get it again?
If you think you know it, go for it.
Oh, God, you said we can be racist?
It's like stereotype, kind of deal, so yeah.
Jewish dilemmas when a Jew is losing their gold or has lack of gold.
Okay. John, do you have any guess?
Not really.
Okay, the Jewish dilemma is free ham.
Oh, God.
From the stereotype that a Jew can't resist a bargain, and the whatever, that thing, I'm sorry, Jewish people who are listening, I cannot pronounce or know
that we're
what
already
that
being
is.
racist towards.
I think Levitical.
Yes, that's it. Prohibits of eating pork. I didn't find that super offensive, than the thing where they can't resist a bargain.
I mean, who doesn't like free, though?
Yeah, free's the best price.
I know, dude, we're in college. Like, anything free is anything good.
My two favorite words are free and canceled.
Not everything is free is good. I've learned that.
Well, it's better if it's free.
Is it the HIV?
Maybe. All right. So so I want to talk about games now.
Okay.
Because I'm going to talk about 2 games particularly. One of which I'm going to blame Zane on. I can't even say your name after saying blame. And that would be Adventure Capitalist.
Oh, God. Listeners, do not start playing.
It's literally a game where you just make money. That is it. That's literally it. That's the entire game. But you can't stop playing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, do you remember that South Park episode where he's like, it's called Heroin Hero. You gotta keep shooting up heroin to catch the dragon, but you never catch the dragon. You just get closer. It's the same thing, but it's with money.
There's technically an end. It's just you're probably never gonna get to it because like you gotta play a lot, and I've played a lot, and I don't even know if I'm halfway to like the final achievement.
Yeah, I know, it's so difficult. So that's one game, and then another game I'm actually playing at the same time as doing this.
Oh God, damn it.
Party Hard. It's a great game. It is a game where you go to these parties because it's late at night and you want some sleep. That's the first night anyway, and you murder everyone because you just want to get some sleep. And
Reasonable.
then what happens is you
So like
lust
Hannah
for
at
murder or
VidCon.
something like that. Yeah, essentially, she's like, "Oh, I just want some sleep. You guys are laughing. I'm just gonna kill you." But it's awesome because you can like throw people off a roof, or you can like. There's one where there's literally a meth lab in there, and you can light the meth lab on fire.
Alex, if you were going to kill someone, how would you do it?
Well, okay, so I threw a guy in an event.
I'm not talking about video games, Alex. I'm talking about real life.
Oh, in actuality?
Yeah, how would you kill someone if
I've
you were
actually
to kill someone in real life?
I've already talked about this with my brother and everything. We've actually determined a lot of things.
What? Inform us.
All right, so this is kind of my plan. So you guys are trying to take my plan. Pretty much what you do is you got. Honestly, everyone says icicle, which is, yeah, it's a good plan and all.
I feel like the icicle would break though.
It's got
no matter how sharp
I
it is.
know.
Especially like the fragile little tip.
So what you do is you need a buddy to help you, honestly, and that's why me and my brother were talking about it because we're brothers, and you got to have each other's back. So obviously, what you do is you have things. First off, definitely gloves. If you don't have gloves, you're just dumb. You get something sharp, something like a screwdriver or something like really sharp, like how they would in The Walking Dead, and just stab them in the head. So there's like no struggle. So they don't even know what happens. Or you can chloroform, have fun, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then what you do is, that's when you gotta separate the limbs. You just gotta. Then hold on.
No reason.
Let me finish my painting.
You just gotta.
You gotta separate the limbs. I don't care how many pieces, parts you want to do it. Just separate them as much as you think is right, and then you go to different states. Mm-hmm. Fly to Maine, throw a piece in a river there. Go to Seattle, throw a piece there. Throw a piece in Texas. Throw a piece in John's backyard. You just do all these things.
And you get a nice vacation out of it.
Yeah, you get to travel, and they don't even gather because it's like, okay, well, you could have killed him in Illinois, but all the pieces are everywhere else, and you're in Kentucky.
I don't know. The only thing there then is of they find all the body parts, and then everyone's like, hey, this is the same person, and you're using you're just flying to these
obviously
places.
You're not gonna fly.
Okay, yeah. If you just drive and know people just think you're out of town but don't know where you are, then
how are you gonna check in a bag with dead body pieces? Come on, Zane. Be real here.
I don't know. I've never dealt with dead bodies before.
Well, you're acting like it. Let me tell you something. You're acting like it.
If there's anything that Hannibal taught me, it's that a slice in the neck is probably the quickest and easiest, but they can have a chance of living. You could, if they're rich, break the floor they're on and have them drown in a pool of eels. That happened last season. You could let's see, how did Hannibal go about this? I think
isn't he the dude that would eat people?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Hannibal the Cannibal. But the show is really good. And it makes me kind of sick when he starts cooking and it looks delicious.
John, you into some different foods?
So yeah, about VidCon, I might not.
Yeah, John, you
I suddenly can't meet you in real life, John.
John, was that really Slim Jims you were eating all the time?
They were in the wrappers. Like, you saw me buy them. You were there when I bought them.
How am I supposed to know? You also were drinking a lot of Mountain Dew, so anything's possible. John, anything is possible with that.
Straight up, Mountain Dew is good sometimes, but it's just like kind of gross.
All right, let me put it this way. I hate energy drinks. So, you guys know I've been working like crazy recently. I've just been busy as hell.
Right.
And last weekend, I was waking up at 5 a.m. every day to go to work, and I wasn't getting off till like 10 p.m. And one of the days I was so out of it in the morning. I went and I stopped to get myself like a coffee and drinks for the day. And I also picked up these two guys for work, and we go to the place, get all my stuff, get my coffee, and I'm like loading my stuff in my car, and I put my coffee on the roof because just so it's not in my hands. I forgot it was on the roof.
Oh no.
And I close the door and drive away. It's also 5 a.m, so I don't see anything.
Because everyone's blind at 5 a.m.
And then I get to like the shop, I open up and everything. I was like, "Where's my coffee?" I'm like looking for it, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!" And then later I was like, "I need something to wake me up. I'm falling, and it's like 7 o'clock. I need something to wake me up." So we stopped to get gas on our way down to DC, and I was like, "All right, what's gonna be the best way for me to wake up?" So I bought a Mountain Dew, a bunch of tea, and a big thing of Red Bull, and I just downed all 3 of them right then and there. But my body was like half confused, so like my eyes were closed, but like I was like, my heart was like racing, and I was just like, I'm like shaking, but my eyes are closed. It was like the weirdest feeling ever. I was like, It was like, I still have another hour drive to get to the place, and I'm already...
Just you talking about it kind of makes me feel like throwing up.
I was like, well, it wasn't like
That's
bad.
so much sugar.
I needed to wake up.
I get it, but it's just like, thinking about it, oh god.
Disemboweled and hung off a balcony. That's how we did it.
John, are you still talking about Mountain Dew, or...
Is that how you wake up in the morning?
No, it just took me a few minutes to remember how Hannibal killed the dude.
Oh, sorry, nothing weird about that.
It's a beautiful TV show. I would highly recommend. Maybe not if you're squeamish, but it is probably the most beautifully shot show I've seen since Breaking Bad, so.
I mean, if you're a fan of just killing people, go for it.
If you're a fan of Breaking Bad or just straight up murder.
Or if you're a fan of Breaking Benjamin, the band.
What if you're a fan of Benjamin Button?
No, alright, so it's a joke, especially... Oh, not really anymore, because the guy that I used to make this joke with at work had to move away for reasons. We would listen to the radio, and like every commercial was, yeah, we got some Breaking Benjamin tickets we're going to be giving away. It was every other commercial was always, yeah, we got some Breaking Benjamin tickets. Like, I would just go to him and was like, hey man, you know what I could use right now? Some Breaking Benjamin tickets.
Please take them. We can't get rid of them.
They're free.
It's what it seems like. They're like, yeah, we got some Breaking Benjamin tickets right here. It's like Jesus Christ, have you not given what? Eventually, it's like someone got them, and I was like, someone was like, oh yeah, Breaking Benjamin, I love them. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, sweet, they're finally gonna be done. Next commercial. All right, so we got some more Breaking Benjamin tickets. Like, no, I don't
It never stops.
I've never even heard anything by Breaking Benjamin, which is probably weird because I probably should.
They just start saying straight up, just like names. Hey, we got some Breaking Benjamin tickets for you, Alex.
I'd be so weird. I was watching a video today, and they did something like that in the very beginning, where they're like, it's like, hi, John. It's like, there's a good chance your name is John. He goes, there's like a 50%. Your name is now John. I was like, okay.
It's like you guys both have like more or less kind of common male names.
Um.
Well, it's like commonish. Like Alex. Like, oh yeah, that's just like a normal. That's a normal name. It's a good name.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't hear that much about like Zanes. So whenever there's any kind of Zane in anything, I used to go like, wait, what? But now, since One Direction became a thing, all people correlate the name Zane with is that One Direction.
Wait, so you're not
like literally
you're not part of One Direction?
No. I was talking to this girl in class once, and it was like, oh yeah, my name's Zane. And she's like, oh, just like One Direction. I was like,
Kill your
yeah.
Don't talk to me ever
then
again.
I just kind of stopped talking to her.
Oh my god, it's kind of weird. Well, I've always liked my name, but I was named after my grandfather, and he died when I was 5. So he doesn't have my full name, but he has a very similar name as mine. So whenever I go to see his grave, it's really weird to see like my name on it.
Here lies
Oh,
Alex.
wow.
Meany.
No, it doesn't say that. It just
okay.
has my
Just like Alex, or like
it says my full first name and my full middle name.
oh my god,
That's really creepy.
I would feel unsettled.
I mean, I got used to it after.
Right, like I imagine you would, but it's just like the first time, especially.
Well, the
Yeah.
first time I was 5 years old.
You're just like, oh my god, I'm dead.
I was more sad that my grandfather was dead than seeing a name on a
Okay,
gravestone.
okay. That's
This is
a fair
also
point.
this is also the person I was with like majority of my time growing up as a little kid. So yeah, it's a little different.
Oh,
Ah.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
for your loss.
I mean, it's been a little while.
Like
It's been
over like
it's been a
18
long...
years ago.
Like 15 years?
Did you say 19?
18.
18
I didn't
years
feel
ago?
like doing mental math. I know it's too much.
18 years ago. Not that old, man. I mean, I'm the oldest one here, and I'm not that old. Well, John's the same age now.
I would have been right if I said 16 years ago. That's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, you would have been. You would have been. Oh, speaking of being 21 and stuff. I need a bit.
Booze!
Oh, are we joining the drinking section where John and Alex get completely smashed off their ass, and me, a simple 20-year-old, just sits here?
No. So, I was at a job last weekend where had to pick up stuff, and the guy was so nice. It was like in a really bad part of Baltimore, and he's like, "Oh, I know you guys are probably working really hard." So he gave us a box of waters and a box of a bunch of sodas and stuff and teas and stuff. And then there was only 3 of us. He goes, "Hey, we actually got some extra of our party stuff. We're going to give you some of that too." So he gave each of us a small little bottle of Ciroc and a cigar.
Nice.
Cool.
I've opened the Ciroc just to smell it, but I haven't drank. I was thinking about drinking it tonight. But I could. I mean, I'm not waking up real early tomorrow. But
Drunk podcast.
No. It's. I mean, it's just. It shouldn't.
Can you hold that bottle as if you're like holding it and like showing it to a camera?
You mean like take a picture of it and send it to you?
No. Just like hold it up, just for like right now for a second, as if you're promoting it.
Okay.
Nobody can see it.
I want everyone listening to close your eyes and pretend this is a video podcast.
How would they even know what I look like?
Just imagine Alex holding that bottle of alcohol.
But how do they even know what I look like?
My vlog?
Mr.
I don't
Clean
know.
right behind him.
No, that's a bed behind me.
Oh.
When Mr. Clean likes some Ciroc.
Nah, man. He's been clean for years. It's not going back.
Does he want a cigar? I've got a cigar sitting here.
Anyways, the advertisement?
Yeah,
Welcome to Cum
Alex, we need to start
Dumpster.
making money.
No, we had a big joke about that. Actually, we still haven't picked our name yet. We should probably talk about this.
Yeah, we really haven't.
But
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Tiffany & Co.
no, just Tiffany.
Give us
Just
money.
Tiffany. Tiffany from
Just
Adventure
Tiffany.
Time. It's brought to you by Tiffany from Adventure Time.
As well as AT&T,
Why should I be
Subway,
Tiffany? Because
McDonald's,
Tiffany's a boy.
I started deleting
ToastyBusiness.com.
the group name, and so it's now just Cum Duh.
Come to. Come to here.
That's us. Come to.
But yeah, basically the joke was that's what we were going to go with the name, and we were going to get like an Audible affiliation, and it's just going to be like, if you want an audiobook, go to audibletrial.com
Oh my-
forward
oh,
slash
it's like it says
dumpster.
Come dumpster. And then and I texted John.
And it's
the best
because
thing.
of that, I don't
"Hey,
think we're going to be.
No. I had the best thing. I said, John, it doesn't need to be the link dump. It can be the dumpster.
Dude, we could be the dumpster. I mean, our podcast
Why?
is probably going to be trash.
Why would it be the dumpster?
Because we're all trash.
Because it's weird. It all ends up. It all ends up in the dumpster.
It's probably just going to be a name we pick out of nowhere, and we're just going to be
no,
like, that's it.
Should we say the other name we were thinking of?
Diet sponges?
No, not that. No, Boost Gumps.
Boost comes. Well, it doesn't really relate.
Yeah,
the
it's
joke.
just-
The joke was I was watching I was watching Goosebumps because damn it, I fell into the joke. All right. I was watching Goosebumps because I saw it was on Netflix. And I was like, man, I had a childhood, and then I was telling Michael about. I was like, man, He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just watching Goosebumps, man. I've been really into it. He goes, and they were like, oh, so we started talking. He goes, he's like, well, I'm not the one sitting here watching Goosebumps. I was like. Wait, he's like, wait, no, not that. And I was like, just dying. And I was like, so, watching some Boost Gums is what we're doing, right?
And the username was born.
Well, we were supposed to make a thing about it at VidCon, but that never happened because Zane wasn't there. But
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and we just didn't have any scripts written or really anything planned for it.
yeah, the first thing that happened is I just got hit in the face with the thing.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it was awesome.
Yeah, especially since Hannah recorded it and got a cool headshot.
I mean, I thought it was worth it.
Yeah, if you do, then I don't feel bad.
Nah, I didn't care. Dude, I get hit in the head with a bunch of things.
Same.
It's not a big deal.
Is this a common occurrence for you too?
No. When I was like younger, I used to hit myself a lot.
Whenever I would play basketball, sometimes the ball would hit me in the head. In gym class.
Is that
I think like the worst I've ever been hit in the head was like when I was running through my house and I just like banged my head on a banister and had to go and get It wasn't like stitches, like I had to get it glued though.
Have you guys ever just like walked into a glass door?
Yes.
I
No.
was at my grandmother's once, and she like closed it recently, and I was young, so I was like running around, and I ran just straight into it.
All right. I
They
got
were on the other side.
I got a funny story about that. So, every summer, actually, this last summer was the only summer that we didn't. My family usually goes to the beach together because why not? And usually I bring a friend. I usually bring my buddy Austin, who's also the bass player. And this is years ago. This might have been like when I first started high school, maybe right after I started, maybe the second year after high school. And I had a laptop and everything, and we were up on a balcony, and there was like the glass door and everything. I think there was like a guitar on the side or something, and we wanted to watch South Park or something on my laptop. I was like, why don't we watch it outside so we're not dealing with everyone in here? Like, okay. So we start walking to go to the balcony, and I grabbed the handle, and my dad stops me, and I was like, okay. So I turn around and start talking to him, and I swore I opened it, but I guess I didn't. And my dad starts talking to me, and we start laughing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to go out on the balcony. And I just turn around and walk straight and just slam my face right into it, and I fall on my ass, and everyone just starts laughing at me. I was like, yeah.
While you're telling that story, I was opening up new tabs on my computer, and they look like a bunch of sharks swimming in line in an ocean.
Nice. I've been playing Party Hard still. Because why not? No,
God
Party
damn
Hard-
it does. How many tabs do you have open? God damn.
2, 4, 6.
Like
8,
I ran
10,
out of
12.
I ran out of space. They just look like a mountain range.
Oh my god. Like I said, I've been playing Party Hard, and I just set off a bomb, and now the SWAT team's coming.
Ooh,
So
that'd be
that's
interesting if we
game.
got swatted on the podcast.
No.
Ooh, yeah, guys, let's get
I'm-
the swap it. Let's get a SWAT team in the podcast.
I'm totally against that kind of stuff, man. I'm totally against that.
Against having SWAT team members on our podcast.
No, just in general, of like that kind of community of people doing that. I think it's the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen so many things happen to people with that, and I'm just like, how can people be this douchey to do something like this?
Irresponsible.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, I feel bad, but like, you can technically sue the cops for doing that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can. You can do that.
Under
Except-
what law? Because like, if they have probable cause, it doesn't matter. They can do basically whatever the hell they want.
That is not true, and it depend. I think it does vary state to state, but
They need
as
to
I know
defend it too. They can't just. I had a gut feeling, so I did it. No, that's not probable cause.
well, did
In
you
some
see?
districts, that's enough.
Well, did you see the thing that happened with the creatures? When it happened on that one, where they like he was completely cooperating, and they took him on the ground and just started beating him.
Do like cops protect and serve, blah blah blah, like rape, but it's like cops can be dicks, like no matter what
Yeah,
level.
sometimes majority of the cops I've met are very nice people.
Yeah, like all the
Yeah.
cops I've had to interact with, very nice guys. It may have something to do with the fact I'm white, but they were very nice and just like easygoing.
I don't know if that's the reasoning, but majority, like I said, majority of the time, yeah, I've met are very nice. Only time it's ever been like a dick was it was to my dad on a phone with like he was like a DOT. He was like trying to stop for DOT check, and he was making shit up essentially, just to kind of get us on stuff because he like the only thing that because we had do you guys know what DOT is?
Department of Transportation.
Damage over time.
Both correct, but I'm talking about the one John is. So there's a DOT license you can get, and it's to drive certain types of box trucks. And these box trucks have to go through a thing called a DOT inspection. So this truck that was pulled over recently, it was like within weeks, had its inspection and passed the inspection. The only thing that we knew that they could have got us on was the horn because they had some problems with the horn sometimes, which was one thing he said. And then he said it was another thing, which I can't remember exactly what it was. And he told our guy, he goes, yeah, you can't drive this at all, and blah, blah, blah. Well, eventually, the guy talks to me, he gets into it. He wanted us to call a mechanic to work on the side of the highway to get it to work. Like,
Wow.
It didn't make any sense what he wanted. He was just a complete asshole. And then after we got it to the shop and everything, got it looked at, the one thing that he said was the issue wasn't an issue.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah. It's retarded.
Yeah. I mean, like, both of the cops that, like, I know personally are, like, friends of the family. Like, they kind of live near, or, like, my sister's friend's dad was, like, a cop or something. But, like, yeah, they've both been really nice. And, like, I've never had a problem with either of them. And, like, the one time that I've had to interact with a cop, he called me ma'am, because that was when I had my long hair.
I get that a
But
lot.
yeah, like we got Dan got pulled over because we were in the left lane for like I think it's like we were in it for more than 10 minutes, even though like I'm pretty sure we were still passing. It was over a year and a half ago. I don't really remember why. I was like obviously on my phone because I'm very oblivious when I'm on my phone, as Alex knows.
Yes, I've learned.
But we got pulled over and basically like we just gave him the licenses. It's just like, yeah, okay. And then gave Dan a ticket and we were on our way. But we had like a crap ton of food in the back because we were spending like all of the meal credits that I had left for school. And like I was really suspicious. I'm like, I hope he doesn't go through all that and just be like, why the hell do you have this like giant block of Rice Krispies?
Why not?
Like we had a foot by a foot of Rice Krispies. Like
why not?
I don't know.
But
Yeah, exactly.
that sort of
But
reminded
I was just worried he'd see like a crap ton of bags in the back and just be like, step out of the car.
Oh my god, cocaine.
that I don't know why that sort of reminded me. I I get this reference a lot for some reason. It's like more than it probably should. With my hair, if my hair's down and it like blows in the wind, it's like
Fabio?
no, I get your hair looks like an eagle. Like out of all things, like where does that come from?
Like, what kind of eagle? A majestic eagle?
Just an eagle. Like I got that. It's like, oh my god, your hair looks like an eagle. It's like, what do I say to this?
Your hair is the American dream, Alex.
It's not a bald.
I would
eagle,
have just been
obviously.
like, thank you.
I actually had a woman sit there for like 5 minutes complimenting me on my hair, and it was really weird. It was really weird. Like she was like getting like all about it. I think this was right before VidCon too. I was like, thanks. She goes, oh, like I know this person has a little bit longer hair, doesn't take care of it all, blah, 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 blah. But yours just, it's perfect. It's perfect. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I used to have really long hair too. Like when I got it all chopped off, they're like,
Wait, what
hey,
are you
can we
talking
like...
I've never seen you with long hair.
Nah, man, like middle school, my hair was like down to my shoulders.
Shoulders, really?
Like when it was at its worst. Around, yeah.
See, for the most part, I had short hair all my life. And then...
You going through the phase.
Well, no. All right, so when I was like in the first grade, I had long hair. And then I had short hair for majority of my life. And then kind of longish again in middle school. Not like really long, but like shaggy. And then I went to high school where they made you cut your hair certain length. You know.
Ew.
Yeah, I went to a private school. So then as soon as I got out of it, I was like, I don't even know. So I went between like every 6 months either having long hair or short hair. So wintertime I'd have long hair, summertime I had short hair. And then the summer of 2014, stuff went down and I was like, I'm very not happy right now. So I was just like, I'll just not do anything. That's kind of the situation with my beard, was because when my dog died, because I had that dog for 12 years. Literally, I grew up with the dog.
Dude, I know how that feels.
But the day he died was when I had surgery. I had surgery. I had surgery on my mouth, and I was in so much pain. And then I found out my dog had to be put down. And I was so miserable. So I just stopped caring about everything. I think, I lost a lot of weight at the time, which, John, you even know, like, I'm a big guy, but I was even bigger. And I lost a good bit of weight because I stopped eating. I wouldn't eat at all. I didn't shave. I didn't do like anything. I was so unhappy. And I was still doing videos at the time too. Like trying to be, just trying to be happy. I think the first video I did with you, John, was around that time too. Yeah, the first video I did with you was like right after it happened.
Sure. Yeah, I remember you like reminding me when we first recorded. It was like right around when the dog died. But I didn't know all that shit was going down too. Damn.
Yeah, it was the same time. But I've always been like good at being excited.
Masking pain?
No, I don't want to say masking pain. Being excited. So, actually, okay, so there was a trick I learned from Ryan, or Mr. 360 Games, or Double, whatever you want to call him, where one of the first things I ever, like, asked him was, how do you get into, like, a mood if you're, like, very sad? Because I was sad at the time. And he was like, sometimes, like, you know, you either just sit there and you pump yourself up, or sometimes this is what I do. And I swear to God, he had his face cam on everything. He put both his hands right next to his face and just starts slapping the crap out of himself. Yeah. Just sitting there, just starts slapping himself.
I do that sometimes when I need to focus.
I do that if I need to wake up.
And I thought it was hysterical, so I started doing things like that, like just make myself happy. It's like, I can do it.
Just do it. I can do it. Ow.
Oh my God. That was funny. I did a video with Tony where he's like smacked the like button in the face, and I thought he said with your face. So people thought I actually slapped like something with my face, which I didn't. I took my armrest and I just flailed it on my desk, and it sounded like slapping into like with your face. And I was like, ow. I think that was the best because people were like, did he actually do that? Did he? And I didn't want to say anything because someone's like, just because Alex did it, I'm going to do it too. I was like, oh God,
Oh
no.
God.
Oh, God. Don't do what I do, people.
Yeah, we are entertainers. We are not role models.
We are untrained professionals.
Whoa, I wouldn't say I'm not a role model. I'm pretty chill.
You are pretty chill.
Yay.
I used to be a role model.
But yeah, quickly to my hair story before we go too far off topic, since you guys did yours. So as I was growing up as a child, like my mom always gave me this really freaking stupid bowl cut, and so when I finally had,
I agree with you. I've had that times before too.
Yeah, when I had the option, I like just got my hair short because like that's what everybody does just by standard. And so when I got to middle school, I finally had like full choice over my hair, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it grow out. My parents don't care. My mom always tells me I look better with short hair, but what does she know? She says everything just because she's my mom. I mean,
you look better with short hair.
I do too. I think that now, but like at the time, I'm just like, I like the long hair. I'm just going to keep growing it out. And so I've had long hair throughout all middle school, all high school. And like one time I even got my hair cut, and like I got it mid-cut, kind of like a skater look because it was like middle school. And I'm just like, I want to look edgy. And so I just
look so edgy.
I know. I just walk into the cafeteria that morning, and then like my friend David just like, dude, you look like your name should be Pam.
Dude, you look so edgy.
And so that became one of my nicknames.
So edgy, man.
And then that same night I went back to the barbershop. I'm just like, cut it short. I don't
John,
I don't want to deal with this.
John, how sharp are you? Because you look so edgy.
But yeah.
Oh, just gave me cancer.
Into high school, I just kept it kind of long because like I'm always at that point where I'm just like, whatever my hair length is, I'm just like, yeah, I think I look better right now with that. And then I'm just like, I cut my hair and I'm just like, oh God, I don't like this look. But then I'm just like, of course, I'll just adapt and I'll think it's normal and I look good again. And like, so like the moment finally got to me when I'm both in that pulled over story when the officer just called me ma'am. And then when people in Ledger's comments,
so edgy today.
Oh my God, I remember this.
And from the people in Ledger's comments on VidCon 2014, people were asking like, who's your lady friend? Because I was sitting in the back. I was just sitting in a chair when he was doing the vlog, and like Brock was like walking around, but like I did respond, but I'm just like, okay, it might be time for short hair.
No, dude, I like your long hair. I really do. But I kind of, when you were saying the bowl cut thing, kind of reminded me when I was younger. I actually could have my hair longer if I cared to, but my grandmother always bribed me. Like, I'll get you this awesome game if you get your hair cut. And I was like, fucking, I'll get my hair cut. I mean, I wasn't as edgy as John here, but I was able to get it a little shaggy where I was like, let me get my hair just a little longer so I can get a new game. Man, remember Donkey Kong the Bongo game? Yeah, I really want that. Grandma, buy it for me. I'm a little edgy today.
Dude, in middle school, I had the look of just like, I hate life. Pretty down. Like, I wore only black, had long hair. And I had long hair not because I wanted long hair, just because I didn't want to get a haircut.
So you were goth?
Kinda.
Hey,
but I was too nerdy to be goth. I feel like everyone was either like that or super preppy in middle school. There's no in between.
Not at all.
Middle school was terrible.
Sucked.
I could go on a whole podcast series about middle school. Like it.
Dude, I liked middle school.
Really? What'd you like about it?
Dude, I had I played a lot of Halo. Dude,
okay, like playing Halo was
I talked a lot
sweet.
about music. I saw Van Halen when I was in middle school. Dude, I had a great time in middle school.
Yeah, but that sounds like it's all extracurricular stuff and just like stuff that you do in your free time.
Well, because
not
when
like
I
the
was
school.
actually when I was in class, I was getting straight A's at the time. I was a nerd in middle school. I hope you know this.
You're a nerd now.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not edgy, John.
John's the edgiest one here.
Dude,
That's sad.
Do you play guitar for you too? Because you're the edge.
Don't cut yourself on me next VidCon.
We can have that guitar battle.
John Doty, the Edge.
I mean, he does play a similar guitar as me, so
Can we just start calling John the Edge on this show now?
that's the joke. The guitar player from U2 is the edge.
No, I mean, like, we're just gonna start calling John the Edge. Now.
John's
Not
the edge
John.
now.
Just the
God,
Edge.
no.
Then the edge might get mad.
If he gets mad and writes us a personal, like, email or something,
Then I want to guitar battle him.
then he has to guitar battle you
You
for
have
the
to
name
guitar
of the
battle
Edge.
me.
If he loses, John is now the Edge.
I'll defend your honor, John. You can be the edge.
Thanks, man. Honestly, if you won a battle, like a guitar battle, I would happily adopt that name.
Oh, how'd you get that nickname? Oh, my friend won it for me.
In a guitar battle with a professional artist.
Dude, let me put it this way. I like the edge. He's a very nice guy. I hate Bono. That's
I know
the only
nothing
reason I
about
don't
your
like
music.
U2. No, U2? You never heard of U2?
I only know of them because they downloaded their music to all of our iPhones.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I don't like Bono is because there was like a scandal with him like a couple years ago where they raised like $15 million or something like that, and only like 100,000 made it to the actual people.
Yeah, dude, like, that happens, like, a lot, actually, in fucking, like, donation drives.
Yeah, but like, it's someone like Bono. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, someone who could, like, you know, someone probably looks up to him. Like, oh, man, I want to be a guitar player like Bono.
Bono's not a guitar player.
I'm sorry,
He's
is
a
he the
singer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to sing like Bono. And then it's like, oh, Bono did this shit with money. Fuck you, Bono. Now
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna sing like Miley Cyrus all because of you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't kill yourself. I mean, just remember the edge is still around, so.
The Edge.
I mean,
Yeah, John's right here.
John is right here.
All I
on
can
the
think
edge.
of is Borat when you keep saying Bono. Wasn't there a movie named Bono?
Maybe about Bono, but I don't know.
Bono.
Let me Google it and see if it's the guy I'm thinking.
Can we get Bono on the show?
Dude, can I yell at him about
Yeah,
how
That
he
is
sucks?
Edge,
definitely not who I thought it was.
Did you not see the South Park episode where he's the biggest piece of shit in the world?
Nah, I haven't seen South Park in a while.
Dude, that's an old episode. That's like years ago, where Randy's trying to have like the biggest shit he can have,
Oh,
like the world record one, and then they're like,
okay, I forgot that joke.
You can't be Bono because he is the biggest shit in the world.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. I forgot about that.
Bruno is who I was thinking of.
Oh my God.
Bruno. I hated that movie.
Everyone hated that movie, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, it was terrible. He knocked it out with Borat, but Jesus Christ with Bruno. Remember Ali G?
Who?
Nope.
What do you know of Sasha Cohen?
Who?
Who? So Zane,
It's John. I mean Edge.
how's it going? How was your day?
It's pretty good. Only have one class today.
I talked to a girl today.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Kidsonfire.org.
Guess what we talked. Guess what we talked about.
AIDS.
Government conspiracy
Bono.
theories.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
No. Let's
Like one
not.
thing led into the other. Next thing we knew, we were talking about government conspiracy theories.
How soon after that did you Charizard her?
God damn it.
Right now.
I mean,
What?
come on.
No.
Come on, John. He's trying to be edgy just like you.
During the
I want to
podcast.
be edgy like John when I grow up.
I'm just trying to be edgy.
But no, apparently there's something called like Thrive the movie that's just like going and talking about all these like conspiracy theories and like crop circles and stuff. And it's like, you know, obviously probably most of it is bullshit, but it's like at the same time it makes you think, and then laugh,
What?
and then think.
What does it make you think of?
I don't know. It's like how much power do they actually have versus like do aliens? I don't know.
Like how the Loch Ness monster wants 350.
No, it wants tree fitty.
Dude, Loch Ness monster is now in
He wants
Superior Lake,
350.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah,
It lives
I
in
saw it with my
what,
own.
Lake Erie?
I have a picture. I will send you guys a picture of the Loch Ness monster in Lake Superior.
And I'll send you a picture of the Edge with no shirt on. Well, I mean the Edge, I mean John.
Please do. I'm pretty sure I sent you the exact same picture.
You did.
You did, unless you took one of me when we were at VidCon.
Yeah, you know, I could have. It would have been so
Speaking of
easy.
which, Alex, you still gotta send me nudes. I have not received them from you yet.
Whatever. I'll send you me like in the shower, but like only from like the neck up.
That's
and I'll
all I
look
need.
Like I'm dead.
As long as it's obvious that like you're naked, but I don't see anything. That's all I need.
I'll wear a bikini.
Please do.
What if I just wear a crop top and some Daisy Dukes?
Please do.
My God. Oh, so I think I've told you guys this story. I know I told Zane this story, but I'm gonna start a little bit differently. So last week I met a drummer,
Oh yeah.
and so I was talking to him and stuff, and my buddy Austin was there too. So jammed with him. It's really awesome, dude. Really nice. So they were asking stories, or they were asking stuff about it. So I decided to tell them one of the stories of a band I was part of for a very short time. I usually don't play bass, but I played bass for this band for a very, very short time. And I went there the one time, they really liked me. Then I went there the second time, and I brought, a head, a cab, which was a 2x15 cab. So it was a really
Like a human head.
Exactly. So it was like a really tall setup. So I think at the time, if I set everything up, it was about the size, like it was about the height of John, was the whole setup for that.
The Edge.
Yeah, sorry, the Edge. And then I brought a PA system to sing with and stuff. And the guy's dad, like the guitar player's dad, flipped out on me. And he just starts yelling at me and like screaming in my face of how I shouldn't be bringing all that stuff, how I don't need to be bringing that, blah, blah, blah.
What the hell?
And then he threatened me with a gun.
What?
Yeah, he threatened me with a gun. He was like, next time you bring that out, I'm going to use this gun on you, and blah, 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 blah. I was like,
Fuck.
And I was 18 at the time. I was just like, what the? And so eventually let me mind you, this is like 11 o'clock in the morning. He went to the bar after that.
Oh my gosh.
So we jammed out, and then I left. I dropped off one of the guys at his place, and I went home and I started thinking things. I was like, sorry guys, I'm not going to be a part of this, man. I'm quite sorry about that. So that was the story about that. But so I told this to like the drummer and the drummer's dad when I was there last weekend. And the thing that kind of pissed me off is my buddy Austin goes, that never happened. Don't believe him. He makes stories up. I'm thinking, Austin, you weren't even there. And I was like,
Well,
that did
Austin's a
happen. He goes,
liar.
No. And he goes,
It's Caleb.
He's like,
I
he
know.
probably thought it was a gat or something. I was like, I saw it was a shotgun. It was right there.
It was pointed at me. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was a gun.
Yeah. So I got really pissed off that like my buddy, my best friend I've known since I was like 8 years old, 7 or 8. And he's like, nah, don't listen to him. He's just lying. I was like, come on.
What a deck.
Okay, don't talk like that. Really, don't do that. Kill yourself.
He can do whatever
It's
he wants.
Kelly.
He's the Edge.
He's the Edge. He can do what he wants.
Have you
He's
not
so edgy.
watched classic YouTube?
Yeah, back in 2006.
Oh, can I admit something
Yeah.
kind of embarrassing to you? When I
Let's
was
get
young?
some shoes. Yeah,
Do
go
it.
for it.
Yes.
like I didn't really know what YouTube was. I thought everyone kept saying U2.com because like I knew the band U2 at the time.
So you were looking up at the edge.
So,
you found pictures of Jond.
So I would go to www.youtube.com and just start looking for videos. Like, where are the videos? Like, I don't know. I just assumed YouTube just started this big thing where it's like, yeah, we're gonna let people just make videos.
I don't see any videos, but I see pictures of Jond everywhere. This is so weird. It's such an edgy site.
No, but it wasn't like I just went there once. I went there like 3 times. Like, maybe I'm just not going to the right place. I don't know. It's like, to me, something being called YouTube was so alien. Like, what the heck is a YouTube? What's a tube?
Did you guys see my new Harry Potter series? It's on the YouTube.com site.
YouTube.com.
YouTube.
I don't know. Like, YouTube was still pretty new at this point. So, like...
But YouTube wasn't? Come on.
That's why... Yeah, I passed knowledge of YouTube, but not YouTube.
All right, I went to YouTube. I can see how the posts kind of look like videos.
What? Remember, this was years ago, John. This was almost 10 years ago. So it looked differently 10 years ago.
Internet Archive?
Wait, I'll go to the website and confirm if it looks different or not.
Oh my god, fucking...
www.youtube.
Man, I see all these videos, but why are they only about you two?
Nah, it looks different now.
Why do I see Vertigo?
Kind of similar, kind of different.
Vertigo?
You know the song Vertigo?
Yeah, like the one song everyone knows by U2.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that's by them.
There's a place called Vertigo. Yeah.
So this was in what year, Zane?
I don't
2006.
I don't remember.
I'll ballpark it 2006. Let's see what it looked like then.
It's weird. It looks like YouTube.
I never tried to go to the website before because my parents didn't want me going to YouTube.
You know what? I really wished you would have it would have been YouTube.com. It would have been YouPorn.com. These videos are a little different than the ones I thought they'd be.
Just go to school the next day like, yeah, I was watching this video and it was about...
You went to that 3 times.
It looked differently.
Let me see this. Oh, God. Can we have some type of linked up and then link this somewhere?
Yeah, I'll put all the links that we talk about in the description of the podcast, wherever this is.
Look, I was not a bright child. I'm still not that bright.
Oh my god.
I don't know, it's like, I knew the YouTube logo was supposed to be like red, and like, oh, that's red, this must be the place.
It's black and red, man, this is right. Where's the videos at?
No, Zay, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Like, you learned what it was like through word of mouth. I learned about it through Oprah. I learned what YouTube was through Oprah.
What? How?
The earliest memory I have is Oprah doing a segment on the evolution of Dance Guy. And so I'm just like, I kind of want to go check that out. Got on the site and just like, holy shit, there's videos everywhere. And then I lost
your first...
And then I lost my YouTube virginity to Smosh. Like a lot of people.
Why did you have to say it like that? All right, I'll tell you mine. I was at a buddy's house who is probably insane right now. No, literally, he's probably like in a mental institution right now. I would not doubt it. But we were good friends at the time. It was 2006, and he was less crazy at the time, I guess. I mean, I think he just started smoking or something. I don't know. Remember 2006? That was 9 years ago. So we were like 11 or 12, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you gotta see this."
Got a light.
No, I got a funny story about that too. You gotta see this. I was like, "What do I gotta see?" He goes, "It's 2 dudes, and they're playing with dolls." I was like, "What?"
I've never seen this in my life. So weird.
So he showed it to me.
They're action
And I was
figures.
like, what is this? He goes, it's called Smosh. I was like, okay.
I watched Smosh embarrassingly long. Like, I look back now, it's like, why'd I watch that? That wasn't entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, the earlier stuff was cool. Like Boxman was great.
Dude, I still sometimes get like one of their fucking songs stuck in my head, like teleporting fat guy.
Dude, that was a little bit around the time I stopped. Was a little bit after teleporting.
Yeah,
fat guy.
it was around that time I realized this isn't funny.
Teleporting fat guy with a
Teleporting
Yeah.
fat guy.
Yeah, they stopped.
Oh
being
god,
funny.
now Smosh is gonna sue us.
I don't remember which specific video it was, but I remember like I remember being really like into Smosh, and I'm just like, oh, this is so great. I need to show people. And so like I showed my dad one of their videos, and at the
God.
very end, he was just like the whole thing, I don't remember what video it was even, but like it led up to, I wish everyone in the world had a boner. And then like
Oh, I know.
I didn't know what that was.
John, do
Could
know
you
what a
tell me
boner
which
is?
one it is? Because I don't know.
I'll
No, it's
find
just
it.
no.
I'll
My
look
dad
it up
was
now.
just like, I don't want you showing your sister this. And then I had to
What's a
go.
boner?
I didn't even ask him. Like all I did, I asked my friend Hunter when we were on the bus, and he's like, "Dude, you don't know?" And I'm just like, "No,
Dude, let me show you.
God, no."
There's a video my buddy showed me on the site called YouPorn. His name's Zane.
I made an account and everything.
Oh my god.
No, like
I
His
uploaded
voice
some
is almost as
videos.
edgy as you.
I know this just keeps going from like personal story to personal story, but I remember there was this one time in middle school, like the people I hung out with weren't really my friends, but we hung out like in school, and we didn't like one of the people that hung out with us because he just started sitting with us from like, we don't like you. So we like two of my friends in parentheses were making fun of him for not knowing what a blowjob was. And I didn't know what a blowjob was,
Yeah.
but they were making fun of him, so I didn't want them to know. That's like, yeah, I know what a blowjob was, and like, what the fuck's a blowjob?
Yeah,
So then I went home and looked it up.
you always just fake it until you make it in middle school. Like
I just do that in
if
life.
like if you weren't cool, that was like the end. Like I hung out with a lot of the stoners in middle school.
Yeah.
And, like sat with them
Yeah,
at lunch.
same.
Dude, same.
But like I don't know. Like I thought I was cool because I wasn't the one being picked on, but whatever. The dude in the leather jacket didn't pick on me. I was fine.
In middle school, like lunch, it was just sitting there and complaining about people. Like, oh my god, I hate this guy so much. I'm wearing all black. And I was like,
think
yeah,
I joined a
I totally
gang.
hate that guy too. Oh,
I think
shit.
I
The
joined
Edge was in
and
a
like
gang.
started a gang in middle school. Like obviously it wasn't that serious, but like I don't know where the guy that started it is right now.
I think this might be the video that you're talking about, John. I can't remember if this is it or not. And then, looking through those videos, remember, you know how like I'll randomly do the noise,
Yeah.
that's from a Smosh video, and I found the video.
No, that's not the video, but yeah, go on.
Well, it's the one called The Haunting, and I'll link that to you now. At the end, he's like, "What's that noise?" He's like, I kept hearing it sounded like, and it just ends like that, and I just started dying of laughter.
Dude, I think the only thing of Smosh I really enjoy at all still is Cannon Penis.
Do they still do their epic food battles?
I don't know. I used to really love those, but
That was the only, like, I remember when I stopped watching, I would still go back to see if they do those, and I haven't seen that
Yeah,
in
it's
forever.
like, I think the first few of those were actually pretty good, but it's just like, they kept going on, and it was like, not that great.
Going to the mountains. I found it. I found the video. It was
You know,
7
why do I keep
years
clicking
ago.
on these? I don't want to watch Smosh. No.
Yeah, I know, really. I don't want it to be related search history stuff. I
Well, then
mean,
don't click on
I
that
thought
one.
it was cool. I thought it was cool when they got apart in Red versus Blue for an episode.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there were two guys that ended up dying. So
Sick.
because I forget which season it is. It's literally like it's like, oh god, they're like scrambling to get guns or something like that. And they're like, oh, how do we use it, dude? And they just get killed. It's literally that simple.
I remember watching this when I was 8 and didn't know what a MILF was. XD. Yeah, I was in that boat too. Wait,
Pretty much.
did they actually say that in? Because I remember, like, my dad watched this whole video in front
Yeah, I
of
do
me.
remember this.
Crap.
Son, after watching this video, I need to sit down to you and explain to you what a MILF is.
Let me sit down and explain
Now,
to you what a boner
The
is.
M stands for man.
Oh God, no! Don't even continue.
My parents didn't explain shit to me.
Let me tell you. So there's a hole, and then there's and then there's a guy in middle school there's a guy in middle school who doesn't have long hair, but it's not short either. Who's very edgy.
He's going for that kind of skater look.
Edge.
He's trying to go for that skater look, but he's not a skater.
I wanted to be.
Oh my God.
I could never do skating.
Well, I always like because I grew up as a big dude, especially like later elementary schools when I got big. And like it's weird. I used to be like super skinny until I hit like 4th grade.
Dude, I'm still super skinny.
And then I wasn't so super skinny anymore. And I kind of like think back sometimes, and I always go back and I was thinking, if I were to grow up skinny, I think I would have been really goth. Which is weird because it's like nothing like I seem like now.
Dude, I bet you would have ended up playing like music in a goth band.
Oh, I've been black metal.
All your songs would just be like, hate life, da-da-da-da, hate you.
No, like, well, no. I was never into that type of music. You know, I grew up on hair metal, so...
You were about to say you grew up on heroin.
I grew
up on heroin, so my music tastes.
So, my music tastes were a little different, yeah. No, I grew up on hair metal, and then, progressed from there. Actually, I degressed, I guess, because went back to, like, the 60s, and then shot up again. The heroin, not the hair metal, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Come on, I was trying to be edgy.
Just
Needles
like
are pretty
God.
sharp.
They're as sharp as a skater.
Yes, edgy as... is as edgy as a skater boy. She said, see ya later, boy. Do you guys remember that song?
I do remember that.
I loved that song.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
I hated that song, then I loved that song, then I just kind of like mad that song.
Like,
You know-
it
you know
reminds
what's-
me of my MySpace days. Like
my
that
space.
and Paramore.
There's a song I'll listen to still today, because it just reminds me of the past so much. And I played it at VidCon, and Brock got so mad at me for playing it.
What song?
Cut my life into
Oh my god! It's my last race.
I think that's because
Who
it's become
didn't
a
listen to
joke
that
in
song
our
middle
group.
school?
No,
Who
like,
didn't listen to that song?
I'll actually listen to the song. I like the song just because I grew up with it. Me and my brother were jamming out to it, even though my brother doesn't listen to good music usually.
What's the most embarrassing band you've ever listened to?
Oh God, like embarrassing as in like I don't want to be called.
As in you
listening
look back and like, I can't believe I listened to that.
Vanilla Ice.
to-
That was like one of the first songs that I ever bought on iTunes. Ice Ice Baby.
I don't really think I know of any that. Backstreet Boys.
Why be ashamed?
Dude, Backstreet's
Mine-
back, all right.
I think I might have you both beat.
No, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, one of those two.
Hollywood Undead.
No, why would you be upset with Hollywood Undead? Come on.
My sister like
my
listened to that. I would actually
Have
probably
you
go with
ever
Zane for a
listened?
bit more embarrassing artist.
No, did you guys ever listen to Rob Zombie?
Nope.
Nope.
Really?
No clue what that is.
Well, he was a singer and like a metal singer, and then became a director. No, I really wasn't embarrassed of like the bands. If anything, I was embarrassed like because I knew people wouldn't get it sometimes. Like let's say I'm listening to The Who.
Yeah.
And there's a song called A Quick One While He's Away, and it's known as a mini opera. And I'll jam out to the song. I love the song. And it's a bunch of songs put together as one. It's like a 10-minute long song. And it's a story about a guy going away for war or something like that. And while he's away, his girlfriend or his wife or whatever ends up having an affair, and then he comes back. It's like it's a story. It's really interesting, and musically it's very cool. It's very nice, and I'll jam out to it. But when you're like working and with me, you're working with like tougher guys at the time, and you're jamming by yourself, and then they like these tough guys come in, and you hear like forgive on, forgive on, forgive on. It's like it's a little weird. There's a little disconnect there. But it's still a great song. I listen to it today still.
Hey Alex, you want to know how edgy I was in middle school?
Were you skateboarding?
I would listen to, like Hollywood Undead and Skillet on Pandora while I played Roblox.
Oh God.
I know like a lot of my music and really anything has been influenced by YouTube, but like when I was first getting into music, it was like after I had already discovered YouTube, but since like it hadn't gotten to the point where music videos are being posted on YouTube, I would just go and look up songs that people played in like comedy videos and skits. So like some of the first the first music that I've ever really listened to was MC Hammer, Village People, Vanilla Ice. Just random crap like that.
Dude, I'm gonna link this song by Rob Zombie I used to listen to all the time as a kid. My brother and I would jam out to it all the time. And let me tell you, this guy stopped making music and became a movie director. I'm trying to think of the movie that he you'll love
Mr. Clean.
And Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy. Did you know he still
I just looked and I see Cranked At. No, I did not.
I always thought that was a dumb thing.
He still makes music. It doesn't sell. He still makes music.
Good. I thought he was terrible to begin with.
He had one hit.
I need to find the movie that he directed that you would know of.
Good luck.
No, it'll take me 2 seconds. I swear, maybe.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't watch very many movies.
Hellbilly Deluxe.
No, but you'll know it.
Oh, good. I got the Travis Barker remix.
Dragula? Oh my god.
Dragula, yeah. That's the song.
Huh.
What? You making fun of songs I used to listen to?
Oh my god, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I want to listen to that instead.
Let the Kids Hit the Floor.
No. YouTube audio replace has ruined that song for me. If I hear that, I don't care what it is, I'm closing it. I cannot stand that song. Because that used to be the default thing. If you went to audio swap, like, audio on YouTube, it would just default to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. And then I just close it. Because no.
Did you guys ever watch Dude, Where's My Mount?
Yes.
No.
Let the kitties hit the floor. Let the kitties hit the floor.
I watched a ton of like Machinima when I was younger. Like a lot of Halo and a lot of World of Warcraft ones.
Dude, what was the one Pedro? The World of Warcraft one, the Pedro one? The Tale of Pedro from Ironforge? Something like that?
I don't know.
Oh god. There's a bunch. I used to watch a lot of WoW ones. And I tried to make one when I was in middle school.
Did you still have it?
No, man. Damn. But I used to have a program, and I used to throw it in After Effects and work on it that way. Because I used to actually know how to use After Effects. Not anymore. I don't know how to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. You made fun of me for making Club Penguin music videos. But you made those?
That's because World of Warcraft was cool, and it still is cool.
Club Penguin shut up. World of Warcraft is cool too.
No, it was never cool.
Club Penguin, but for adults. Oh god, that'd be the worst thing ever.
Actually,
it'd be horrifying.
It'd be all of those banned Club Penguin screenshots, but they're perfectly allowed.
Alright, I'm gonna be real here. So, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I was in the 7th grade and wanted to make a WoW parody. And what it is the program you used, it puts the character in there. You can have them walk, do whatever, but it automatically puts them behind a blue screen or a green screen, which one you want to work with. And you can put on whatever clothes you want, and you can take off clothes.
Oh.
So
Did you have a bunch of naked ladies?
No, almost. Part of like the very beginning of the machinima one I wanted to make was they were going to a strip club. 7th grade, by the way. Remember this? I was in the 7th grade.
Of course.
And I remember putting this in After Effects and I forget what other program I used. Getting rid of the flute screen, putting them in Stormwind, these blood elves completely naked, which I was able to get rid of the clothing due to awesome editing I could do, and then hand making nipples for them.
Imagining like a dot on
that would follow them, so it like the keyframing was perfect. So there were these dancing naked strippers in Stormwind, and I was in the 7th grade.
Alex, you're making porn.
John, I was just trying to be edgy.
See to the lengths we go trying to try to be as edgy as you.
That's a little too edgy, my friend.
John, I just want to be edgy. I mean, I didn't.
Let me see.
I didn't have them Charizarding or anything.
Oh God.
I'm doing a pterodactyl.
What year was the 7th grade?
Look, you haven't really had sex unless you Charizarded.
Because I'm trying to see what Club Penguin music video.
2006 or 2007.
All right, so probably would have been a year after. So I'll see what I did in 2008.
Oh, so I was making pornos before John was making videos.
No.
But I might have got it mixed up with you porn at the time. So,
The only early video making experience I have is like I would just like put a camera in front of my TV and try to record Soul Calibur. They were so bad. They used to be on my channel, but I took them down.
You didn't get a Dazzle for back then?
Actually, I did. After I decided, I want to do this seriously.
Dude, I still have my Dazzle.
I would point my camera at a DVD player, like a portable DVD player that we had for vacations, and I would just record Futurama, and that's what got my original channel banned.
Oh, yeah.
My original...
I had so many videos on that. If I could see it today, it would be like my beginning. Like all of the stuff I have was on a hard drive that failed, so that's all burned, and it's just memories to me, really.
All right. I'll tell you how my original channel got banned.
You guys are so bad. I've never had a channel banned.
I might have been dumb, and I liked the show, but it was made in Canada, and so it came out in Canada before it did in America by I think like 2 weeks before. So obviously, you could see it in America when it came out, but I would download them in Canada the 2 weeks prior and then post them on YouTube. Like, hey, look, this episode's not out yet, but you can see it.
You're the hero we need.
I had like a lot of subs too at the time, like relative to what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And one day, I was like, let's check the old YouTube, and I was like, you got some strikes on the YouTube copyright frame, and for legal issues, we need to get rid of your channel. It's like, or suspend your channel, which suspending just means pretty much getting it banned because you'll never get it back. And I'm just like,
yeah,
because I was young at the time. I was like, what do I do? Okay,
Dude,
I'll make a new name.
Heartbroken if that happened to me. I would have been so sad.
Are you serious? Because I wasn't dumb and I just was like, all right, I'll make a new email address and make a new YouTube account.
Yeah, I think like the terms of use is like doesn't allow us to do that though.
To make multiple YouTube accounts?
Yeah, if we're banned.
That's dumb.
I don't know though. I hope that's not true. Otherwise, mine is just going to be terminated when this.
Oh no! I actually never actually got suspended. That's just alleged. I'm not as edgy as the Edge over here.
So you're saying you have like alleged edginess?
Well, I'm not pointy. I'm not like sticking it out at people.
You're like just like.
What?
So are you more of a blunt object then?
Someone say blunt.
Hits blunt. Drugs are bad. Hits blunt again. The chair.
Oh my god! All right, do we need to wrap this up because we're hitting
we're
close
like
to 2 hours?
Yeah, hour 46 minutes about right now.
Don't say it; you'll break the illusion.
I mean, yeah,
I know, don't say it, otherwise like what I cut is gonna be
Man,
obvious.
we just hit an hour?
Oh my god, we just started?
Yeah, dude, this has been the best hour ever.
30 minutes of my life.
Best 30 minutes of my life.
Best 7 seconds of my life.
Okay, Zane, quick. Say something to end it off.
You know, we should have introduced ourselves in the beginning.
That's how we're gonna end it. Go.